Om. Om. Om.
ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्धधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Bhagavad Gita, Shankara Bhasya, chapter 18, verse 50. Please read the verse 50.
सिद्धिं प्राप्तो यथा ब्रह्म तथाप्नोति निबोध मे समासेनैव कौन्तेय निष्ठा ज्ञानस्य या परा।
Bhashyakara has established so far two things. First one, Atma Jnana is possible. Number two, Atma Jnana Nishtha is possible. The doubt was raised that for any knowledge of Vishaya Jnana, Vishayakara Vritti is indispensable. True. The contention was like that, like the Vishaya, Atma has no Akara. Atma is not a Vishaya. Therefore, Atmakara Vritti is not possible. And because Atmakara Vritti is not possible, Atma Jnana is not possible. That was the contention. He is made to understand or know it is not so, sir, because this makeup of Antakarana or the constitution of Antakarana, or you call Buddhi, is such that it can it has the capacity. It can totally appear just like Atma. Just as Atma is Atyanta Nirmala. These words meaning I can't repeat every time. Atma is Atyanta Nirmala. Atma is Atyanta Swacha. Atma is Atyanta Sukshma. Means Nirguna. Accordingly, Atma can be totally Nirmala, means it can appear free from all upadis, of course. Some little Sanskaras will be there because knowledge has to begin in antakarana buddhi. Buddhi has to be there, but that buddhi is not as active as now. It is totally withdrawn from the external world, but subtle sanskaras will be there, but they don't pose any obstruction in being aware of, to know what Atma is, to experience what Atma is. So that means those sanskaras, though upadhis, theoretically, they don't pose any obstruction. So, antakarana buddhi can appear totally nirmala, free from upadhis, totally swachha, svashta, clear, means not contaminated, not affected, not colored by specific features of Vishaya that we perceive or remember. Plus, it just as Atma is Nirguna, so Antakarana Buddhi can be Nirguna. Therefore, Buddhi appears just like Atma. That is what we call, we do get Atma Bhasa, appearance of Atma in the Buddhi, Antakarana. I'm using Buddhi, Antakarana simultaneously because distinction is made functionally, but in the context of Atma Karvruti, you can take either way. So, that Atma Bhasa, we generally call that Chidabhasa, reflection of Chaitanya in Antakar. So, this is possible. And that's why this Buddhi, which is inert, appears to be with Atma Bhasa. Means, in the sequence we have to speak, Atma Chaitanya gets the Atma Chaitanya Bhasa, because Chaitanya is the Akara, the nature, form of Atma. Need not be form of any Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. So, the Abhasa of Atma available in the Avidya, as in the deep sleep state, that with association in the Buddhi, from Buddhi Abhasa, which has got Buddhi with Atma Abhasa, it percolates to Mana. So Mana becomes Buddhi Abhasa, means Mana has got Atma Abhasa, sentient. From Mana, Indriyas inner appear to be sentient. From Indriya to the physical body appears to be sentient. That is why, because of our knowledge that Atma, I, can be whatever entity, but this much is certain, it is Sachetana. It is sentient in nature. We find physical body is sentient. Buddhi, the body must be I, Atma. Indriyas appear to be sentient, Atma. Mana appears to be sentient, oh, Atma. Buddhi appears to be sentient, oh, Atma. Avidya, Atma. Wherever you get sentience, Chidabhasa, Atma Bhasa, appearance of sentient Atma, we mistake it universally as I, Atma. So, in and through our 24/7 experiences, in and through each experience of knowledge, Atma is known by us as the Chaitanya Tattva. You may not know it Atma, but you know that there is some sentient principle, some awareness principle, some consciousness principle. We know, everyone knows. That is exactly Atma. But unfortunately, it has got mixed with all the features of specific experiences from our interaction with the Jagat, including the software that is in the mind in terms of memory and all that. So the point is, Atma is not an entity to be produced by some karma or upasana or yajna, yaga. We know it is there, but these erroneous notions need to be discarded. That is what Bhashyakara says, Nama Rupadi Anatma Dhyaropana Nivritti Eva Karya. Nivritti, withdrawal, ending of Nama Rupadi Anatma Dhyaropana. Whatever Anatma, the entity other than Chaitanya Atma, which comes in the range of our, or the scope of our experience cognition, that is to be removed. What remains? You are Chaitanya. You are what you are. So therefore, there is nothing that needs to be done in terms of karma or upasana. Even as per the vidhis of the Veda, there are no such vidhis. All that you do is to put out of the range of your mind the specific visheshas, the characteristic features related to vishayas, the jagat that we interact with. Further he repeats, to know Brahman, avidya dhyaropana nirakarana matram brahmani kartavyam natu brahmadhyane yatnaha kartavya. To know Brahma, all that you do is what? Ending with withdrawal of all that is superimposed due to ignorance. So that is to be done, and there is no effort that is to be taken to. That means, of course, Bhashyakara gives quotations for the Shastras. Atmakara vritti is possible. Atma Jnana is possible. Here somebody comes up. Sir, I agree. As you have pointed out, Atmakara vritti is possible, agreed. But Atma Jnana Nishtha is not possible. Because, see, Buddhi is such that it cannot stay for a long period where what is not there? Akara is not there. Means Buddhi can live any length of time in Sakara Vastus. Those which have got forms in terms of Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Buddhi can stay for long. You can have Nishtha, means your mind can abide in that. But in Atmakara, Atma, which has no Akara, Nirakara, though Buddhi can take that Atmakara for a while, but it can't continue to be there. This was the contention. Bhashyakara agrees. Not totally agrees. Yes, sir. It is for people like you. Who are you? Means those people who have not taken to Atma Vichara properly as per the Shastra. Those people whose mind is totally engrossed in the Bahya Vishaya world. Neither there is time to inquire nor to discover. Guru Shastra discipline is not there. For such people, what you said is true. Their mind cannot stay in such a formless Nirakara Atma. But those who have got disciplined mind, a mind withdrawn from the external world because of the Pramana Vichara, the Atma Vichara they have taken to, and who have prepared their mind as guided by the Shastra and Acharya, and those who have ended or who have withdrawn the mind from external world, for them Atma Jnana is easy. So Atma Jnana is possible. Atma Jnana Nishtha is possible. Even for Atma Jnana Nishtha is necessary. Bahyakara Bheda Buddhi Nivritti eva Atma Sarupalambane Karanam. Atma Sarupalambane. To make the mind get absorbed in Atma Sarupa. To make the mind remain for a longer period in Atma Sarupa. What is necessary? Bahyakara Bheda Buddhi. Bheda Buddhi means Dvaita Buddhi. So, withdrawal from the dualistic notion of the external world and objects. This is to be done, and such a person with prepared mind can certainly do it. Now, see, look, Atma is not, as I pointed out, is not an entity which is not known. Read Bhasya, nahi Atma.
नहि आत्मा नाम कस्यचित् कदाचित् अप्रसिद्धः प्राप्यः हेयः उपादेयः वा.
See, look, whatever we call as Atma is never in such an entity. Means it is never an unknown entity, aprasiddhana. It is never a apya, means something to be reached. You reach heaven. You are in Mumbai now. You can reach Delhi. You traverse the space and reach elsewhere. No, it is verily you. So proximate I. It is not ape, means it is not reachable. Na heya. My dear sir, you can't get rid of Atma. Come on, you get rid of yourself. Being the one who wants to get rid of you, how can you get rid of him? No tyaja, no upadeya, not to be obtained. Grahya means why? It is verily yourself. All that it means is Atma is never kriya sadhya. I, Atma, is never an entity which can be accomplished by some type of karma or other, even mental karma. No, not possible. One more further reasons are given. What is that? Say, every individual from womb to the tomb does innumerable actions, innumerable karmas, whether worldly karmas or scriptural karmas. It does. My dear sir, please tell me for whose sake he does? Is it not for my sake? No, Swami, not that way. For wife's sake, children's sake, husband's sake. Oh, Why do you do for the sake of wife, husband, children? Because they are mine. If they are happy, I am happy. If they are sorrowful, I am sorrowful. For whom are you doing? Finally, for yourself only. You can't see them miserable. You want to see them always happy. So you are happy. For you only. So anything and everything, anyone, anywhere, if it does, if she does, it is for the sake of myself. Do you are you arguing now that myself is not known? Are you working for yourself that myself is unknown? Is it not known and therefore you are doing? So therefore, see, if Atma is unknown, all our activities which we do for our sake will be what? Useless, redundant. So you don't know. You don't understand. You are doing for yourself. Continue, Bhasya.
अप्रसिद्धे हि तस्मिन् आत्मनि अस्वार्थाः सर्वाः प्रवृत्तयः व्यर्थाः प्रसज्येरन्.
There, in that Madras edition, Aswarthaha is there. The wrong pattern. I think other books may be having correct. Remove that it is Swartha. I think Gita and Anandagiri all have got Swartha only. But in Madras edition has got Aswartha. Delete that So, Aprasiddham hi tasmin atmani Swarthaha sarvaha pravruttayaha Vyarthaha prasajjeran. If tasmin aprasiddhe, tasmin atmani, if that entity which is called Atma I is not at all known, say what will happen? Sarva swarthaha pravruttaya. All pursuits, all karmas, whether worldly or otherworldly, to get the result here or hereafter, will be what? Vyarthaha prasajjeran. Will turn out to be futile, useless. They will get reduced to useless things. So you don't know for whom you are doing. This is based on one Brahma Sutra, that is 3.4.26. Third chapter, fourth pada, Sutra 26. What is called as Sarvapeksha Nyaya. Sarvapeksha Nyaya. The topic of dependence or necessity of everything that is told in the Vedas. No doubt, Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana cannot be gained by any karma, yajna, yaga, upasanas. Accepted. And yet, these things, karmas, yajna, yagas, upasanas, meditations, and many other things told in the Vedas are certainly useful, of course, indirectly in gaining Atma-jnana, Brahma-jnana. Nothing told in the Veda is futile. The question is whether they give directly knowledge or indirectly. From what we have studied so far, we know well what by karma, antakarana shuddhi, by upasana, chitta naishchalya, chitta shuddhi, chitta naishchalya, indispensable means to gain Atma Jnana can be gained through the means of karma and upasana. So, all such things told in the Vedas are useful for everyone. Some, in the sense, those things told in the Upanishads, Jnana Kanda, directly means to gain Atma-jnana. Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, those means are indirectly means to gain Atma. But everything has a role to play in gaining Atma-jnana. Is what is called as Sarvapeksha, means Sarva Vyavahara Atmavagatya is going to come there. This means all Vyavahara, including Laukika. You have to earn because you have to survive. You have to have the food. But that is not the goal. Temporary means like that. So, Sarva Vyavahara. All these things to be done is what? Finally, Atmagatyavasana. They end in the Atmavagati. Atmavagati is Atma Jnana, Atma Sakshatkar. May not be directly, but indirectly. So therefore, all that we do, Laukika or Shastriya, is for the sake of oneself, which you know. If not known, you can't do that. So therefore, aprasiddhehi tasmi. If that Atma is not at all known, aprasiddha, says sarvaha swarthaha pravritti. All pursuits done for oneself, vyarthaha prasajjiran, they will be useless. You don't know for whom we are doing. No, sir, not that way. This, what is that? Karmas, upasanas, etc. are for the sake of body. We do karma, we take to meditation, upasana, etc. for the sake of body. My dear sir, you know what the nature of body is? Body is inert. For inert body, what are we doing? What does inert needs? If that was the case, they will keep the dead body and go on feeding also. No, it's of no use. So that's what it continue.
Nacha dehadi acetanarthatvam shakyam kalpaitum.
See, that is Swartha pravritti nam. All pursuits done for, taken to, for the sake of oneself, you say, dehadi acetanarthatvam kalpayitum na shakyam. It is not possible to imagine these karmas, upasanas, for the sake of body, because body, indriyas, etc., because achetana, they are inert in nature. You don't do anything for inert thing. Even you worship idols, you are not worshipping idols. You know, familiar with Prana Pratishtha is there. That sentience is transferred there. These are Vedic mantras. No, you can't take lightly like that. So that is how we are not worshipping inner stone or metal. We are adoring the divinity which is superimposed there by proper methods of Vedas. Such things are possible. Not knowing what this is, I read some remark of a politician. His biodata is such a dirty thing. After this 22nd January, Ayodhya Ram Pran Pratishtha, his remark. You know what is that? If this Pran Pratishtha can what? Make the idol alive, let them make the dead people alive. See, they are exhibiting their rank ignorance. Because some name and fame is there because of some member being a member of parliament or something like that. Such a stupid thing. Anyway. So, for the sake of achetana, inert body, for the sake of inert bodies, you can't say that they are made for that purpose. Not so. So then, no, sir, I accept. That is, all our pursuits are not for inert body, inert indriyas, etc., inert mind, etc. Agree. But they are meant for gaining happiness. They are meant for getting rid of sorrow. What do you know? You understood this? What this other person says? That is all swarthaha pravrittaya. All pursuits, whether worldly or scriptural, are not for inert body, etc. For but say they are for, means it takes for granted Atma is not known, and these are not meant for the body, etc. Say they are meant to gain happiness. They are meant to get rid of sorrow. Accepted. But one question. To gain happiness, for whose sake? To get rid of sorrow, for whose sake? Do you gain the happiness for the sake of happiness? Do you get rid of sorrow for the sake of sorrow? You can't say so. Because sukha, happiness is inert. Sorrow, inert. You have to say, for myself. That is what is pointed out now. Read further, nacha sukha artham.
न च सुखार्थम सुखम दुखार्थम वा दुखम आत्मावगत्यवसानार्थत्वाच्च सर्व व्यवहारस्य.
This is what Brahma Sutra is concluded here. Sukhartham sukham nacha. Happiness is not meant for the sake of happiness. We know that. Dukkhartham va dukkham. Getting rid of sorrow is not meant for the sake of sorrow. Then why? Because sarva vyavahara, of all that we do, from womb to the tomb, it says Atmavagatyavasanarthatvacha. Arthatvacha, because of being for the sake of avasana, end, finale, parisamapti, in gaining avagati, sakshatkara, direct knowledge of what Atma, oneself, I. This is what I told you. Brahma Sutra, it is on, based on Brahma Sutra 3.4.26. Anything and everything that is told to be done is for the sake of oneself. And we do that. I am there. Now here, one more person comes in another doubt. See, Atma is there, I know. But as you said, you do not know. Atma is basically aprasiddha. Prasiddham was told. He contradicts that. Atma is, is basically aprasiddha, means unknown. But by pramana, with some means of knowledge, we can know Atma. Suppose there is a pot. You want to see or know the shape of the pot. You will not be able to see that unless you have got the pramana of what? I, pratyaksha. What is there? But unless your pramana, which is your eyes, which is the pramana to see the form, reports you, you will not be able to know the pot, to see the pot. Likewise, Atma is there, but not known. To know it, you have to make use of pramana. Okay, sir? We will go a little ahead about it. We will accept you for the time being to show how it is wrong. If Atma is not known, but by pramana we can know. Well, when you are operating, making use of pramana means what? Jnana sadhana, means of gaining knowledge. Tell me, sir, who all are required to make a pramana function? To utilize a pramana means of knowledge, to gain knowledge. Number one, pramata is necessary or not? No, yes. Number two, pramana, jnana sadhana is there required or not? Yes. Number three, the prameya, entity to be known, must be there. Now tell me, pramata, knower. Pramana, be careful here. Pramana means here in that what is what Triput is. The pramana means pramana vritti. That antakarana vritti corresponding to the entity to be known, which reports you the entity. Vritti. Again, prameya, entity to be known. All these are presented in terms of antakarana vrittis. And we know antakarana vrittis are inert. To be aware of them, what is necessary? Chaitanya is necessary. Pure awareness principle is necessary. Pure conscious principle is necessary. That is what is I Atma. So, the pramana, jnana sadhana itself functions because of Atma. What are you going to do now? Therefore, this is a doubt for which answer is being given. My dear sir, to know that your body is there, you don't need pramana, and Chaitanya Atma is much more proximate. Do you say pramana is necessary? Read Tasmat.
तस्मात् यथा स्वदेहस्य परिच्छेदाय न प्रमाणान्तरपेक्षा ततः अपि आत्मनः अन्तरतमत्वात् तदवगतिं प्रति न प्रमाणान्तरापेक्षा इति आत्मज्ञाननिष्ठा विवेकिनां सुप्रसिद्धा इति सिद्धम्.
Yatha. Just as Swadehasya Parichedaya. Parichedaya. To ascertain, to know one's body. It says Pramanantarapeksha na. Expectation means dependence on any other pramana is not necessary. If somebody asks, are you there? Wait. Do you see your body? Do you touch your body? You hear your body? Or what? You taste your body? Or you see it closely? Is it? I am there. Which pramana you did use? In pitch darkness, suppose you are walking somewhere and the watchman in the nearby building, who is there? Me. At that time you take body as I only. Evident. If this body truly inert, but is evident because of the Chaitanya Bhasa. Is it not because Chaitanya Bhasa? Do you mean to say what? See, Swadehasya Parichedaya. For knowing one's body, Pramanantarapeksha na yatha na. Just as no other pramana necessary because it is evident. Tatha, in the same way, tataha api atmanaha antartamatva. Atma being most proximate than that. See, antartama, being most proximate than the physical body. See, how they go on distancing. Ahankara, buddhi, mana, Indriyas, body, they got distancing. Most proximate is what? Chaitanya, even before Ahankar. I notion the body. So therefore, tadavagatim prati. Kasya avagatim prati? Atmana avagatim prati. Tataha api atmana antartamatu. Then the body, the Atma being most proximate, and therefore for the avagati, for the direct knowledge of Atma, no tadavagatim prati, for the sake of gaining direct knowledge of Atma, pramanantarapeksha na. There is no need of any other pramana because it is self-evident. Swaprakasha. It is Swayam Jyoti. Self-luminous. Self-knowing principle. Known by itself. And therefore it says, Iti Atmajnanishta Vivekinam Suprasiddha. What is it? Iti means thus Atma, knowledge of Atma is what? Natural on its own. You are not knowing through pramana. In this context, many times I have told you, we do say Vedanta or Upanishads or Mahavakyas serve as the pramana to gain Atma Jnana. It only means they serve as the means to know Atma, in the sense they serve as the means to what? Eliminate all the erroneous notions, wrong concepts about Atma. Bahyavritti, Nirakaranam, Nivritti, Adhyarapana, Nirakaranam, etc. Once these erroneously superimposed entities, the features of Anatma, are discarded, Atma gets revealed on its own, in its true nature. Earlier also, in the state of ignorance, Atma used to get revealed on its own, but unfortunately, with the features of Anatma, superimposed Anatma. By Pramana Vyavahara Vedanta, by proper preparation of the mind, you have withdrawn from these erroneous superimpositions. What is me remains as self-evident, as Swaprakasha, as it was always, as it is always, whether the state of Ajnana or state of Jnana, immaterial, as far as Atma is concerned. But for you and me, it makes difference. By Jnana, Ajnana is gone, what is the real nature is revealed. So, therefore, Atmanishta, what is Atmanishta? Bhayakara Veda Nivritti, as told. And that's where abidance of the mind in the Atma Sarupa is what? Vivekinam, for Jnanis, Suprasiddha, it is Siddham, well known. How? Vidvad Anubhava. From Sadashiva onwards, from Narayana onwards, till our Gurus, it has been verified. It has been verified. So, Atma Jnana is possible. Atma Jnana Nishtha is possible. You see. Now, one doubt is brought forth, and it is by great people. Purva Mimamsakas, called Bhatta, in Mimamsaka, Purva Mimamsa, means Karmakanda analysis. There are two schools of thought. Kumarila Bhatta and Prabhakar. As far as Vedanti is concerned, for Vyavahara, if he has to ascertain something about the karma, he follows Kumarila Bhatta. The statement, Vyavahare Bhattaha. We accept Bhatta, not Prabhakar. No, Kumarila Bhatta, to whom Shankaracharya went, he was on that first fire. I want to have argument with you, discussion with you. He said, sorry, you have come at the wrong time. But my disciple is there, Mandana Mishra, go there. That's the Kumarila Bhatta. So, according to them, very subtle question, doubt is there. According to them, see, you call knowledge, jnana, is it not? And you are taking Swata Siddha. So, Prakasha, Prasiddham, no sir. Jnana is there, and it is Nirakara, formless. But it is to be known through Pramana. Understood? Jnana, whatever you call as knowledge principle. Or they may take as buddhi also. Is there, but it has to be known through Pramana. See, you perceive something, knowledge is there. Knowledge get manifest. Means Pratyaksha Pramana reveals you knowledge. Means knowledge is formless and it is inferential. It is inferential. And by Pramana it is known. Let us see the Bhasya. Read Bhasya Yesham.
येषाम् अपि निराकारं ज्ञानम् अप्रत्यक्षं तेषामपि ज्ञानवशेन एव ज्ञेयावगतिः इति ज्ञानम् अत्यन्तं प्रसिद्धं सुखादिवत् एव इति अभ्युपगन्तव्यम्.
Yeshamapi. In the case of those who are there, according to who are the Bhatta, Purmimasaka, Jnanam Nirakara. They what they say? Knowledge is formless. Apratyaksham means anumayam, to be inferential. If you perceive, yes. What made you perceive jnana? Like inferential. Even in their case, even in the case of this bhatta, teshamapi, even their case, jnanavashena eva jneyavagatihi. This holds good because that evident knowledge principle only they are able to gain the knowledge of the entity to be known. Jnanavashena eva, on account of that knowledge principle only, Jneyasya avagati, avagati jnana. Knowledge of the Jneya, the entity to be known. Iti, because of the reason, add there taihi. Taihi, by those people whom Purmimasaka, Jnanam Atyantam Prasiddham. Abhipagantavya means that they should accept perforce that Jnanam is what? Atyantam Prasiddham. Atyantam means always, completely. Knowledge is well known. Always, completely. Like what? Sukha deva deva. Like sukha, dukkha. Are they not evident to you? Is there something called sukha, such a form? Dukkha, such a form? No, evident. So also, jnana, the principle of knowledge, they also have to accept as what it is, evident by itself. Another reason is given. Another reason is given. If jnana were not known, and if it were unknown, is it not that we will have a desire to know knowledge? There will be a jidnyasa, jnatum ichha, desire to know what? Knowledge. Jnanam jnatum ichha. Jidnyasa, desire to know, knowledge will be there. Have you ever seen? Not possible. Continue.
जिज्ञासानुपपत्तेः
Cha. Cha. And also because reason, if knowledge is not known, there must be desire to know knowledge. It is not found. So therefore, jidnyasampate, the jnanasya, jidnyasayaha, anupapatte. It is not possible to have a desire to know knowledge. You are found. So therefore, like Sukha Dukkha, Jnana is prasiddha, evident by itself. We'll see further why it is so also. Again, another reason. We'll see that.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ